In this video, we are going to look at how enabling cloth to interact with still air has a big impact on the cloth behavior. Okay, we've got a long cloth here, and if we simulate it, we'd expect it to drape fairly slowly. Now if we replay that at 24 frames a second, you can see how the ends really slam together. And the reason we are seeing that is because we are getting no interaction here between the still air and the cloth. Even though we have some aerodynamic parameters set for the cloth, they are not having any effect because we don't have a flow node in our scene. To add a flow node, we need to go up to the carbon shelf and click on the flow node. Now it appears in the outliner, and while we don't actually want any flow per se, we just need the node in the scene to enable interaction between the cloth and the still air. On this cloth, we can see here we have some aerodynamic properties set, form drag of 0.2 and a skin drag of 0.2, and you can check what all that means in the documentation. And now we will rerun the sim and we should expect a slightly different result. Okay, let's hit escape to kill the sim and let's replay that at 24 frames a second. And you can see that the ends of the cloth are now moving a bit slower due to the interaction with the air, though they're still moving quite quickly. And so let's take a look at the weight of the cloth, because that's going to affect how fast the cloth is pushing through the air. Okay, so this is a fairly heavy cloth. The weight is in kilograms, and so 0.350 is 350 grams per square meter, and that's maybe the weight of a canvas. You can check out the typical cloth weights on the internet. Let's drop this to be more like silk, say 0.05 or even 0.035 kilograms. That'd be 35 grams per square meter. Now we should expect a quite different behavior. So if we sim that again, there we go, really slow and smooth. So you can see how aerodynamics is a really important feature, and we would encourage you to have a flow in any of your scenes that have significant free cloth movement to allow the cloth to interact with the still air around it and create a more believable look. Of course, you can take this all a step further from an art direction perspective and create an actual airflow and use that to get the look you are after, whether that's wind effects or helping a princess's dress just float across the scene. With carbon, you can use the built-in uniform flow, or you can add any of the relevant Maya flows. Check the documentation for more information. And thank you for watching, and happy simming.